So, hello dear YouTubers and welcome once again to my video blog. So today I'm going to be talking about my own transition, give you a little update and basically tell you about my own questioning recently. I've been feeling a little bit down recently. I'll get into why. Okay, so, well, it's been over 2 months since I've had facial feminization now, and I'm mostly healed, the stuff that remains to be healed is basically a tiny bit of swelling under my jaw for my scars to fade a little bit more, and also have some patches of skin that are insensitive yet, where I don't feel anything on my scalp, for example. So that should fix itself with time, basically. For the most part, it's healing pretty well. And I started my PhD program last week. Basically, I've been going to my new university, and it's been a little bit stressful at first, but I think I've been doing pretty well. And basically, I am functionally stealth at school now, meaning I've only told my thesis director. I haven't told any of the other students as of yet. So I'm assuming they don't know. I hope that nobody's told them or that they haven't figured it out. But I've been full-time for over 2 months as well now, and things seem to be going fairly well. I mean, I pass pretty well. Nobody seems to have clocked me so far. Nobody's referred to me using male pronouns. So technically it seems to be going pretty well. I've been a little bit stressed at school though, because I've been afraid that people would find out, and I realized, that I am lacking experience in terms of being stealth and living as a woman. I just haven't been doing it for very long, and it's still stressful to me, to meet new people and all that, because it's kind of always in the back of my mind, will they figure it out that I'm trans, although it seems to be improving slowly. I've been making some efforts to, I don't really have any friends yet at my new university, I guess because I haven't been there very often. I've only been there to attend a few courses, and I've been to the lab twice, but when I first had 1 hour free between 2 classes, I was thinking, I could take my laptop to the library and work alone, or I could go to the lab and work there, and going to the library would have meant basically avoiding contact with my lab mates, basically, and I decided against that. I decided to go to the lab and to meet these people and to get over the stress. I decided that it would be best, if I don't try to avoid contact with people because I'm afraid of being clocked. That seems kind of counterproductive and stupid. But I hope I can make friends eventually. I'm thinking maybe of joining some clubs at this new university if I can find some that are interesting. Or maybe joining the LGBT group at this new university. Maybe going to social events when they happen, because I think it's important for me to make new contacts, and I would like to have friends I would like to meet friends as a woman, and for them to not know that I'm trans, the first time I meet them, because so far all my friends, have known because they've known me before my transition, basically, or there are other trans people who obviously know that I'm trans as well, because I'm on YouTube and all that. So that's what's been going on in my life these days. Apart from that, I mentioned that I was slightly down lately. Well, I've been going through a fair bit of stress, I guess, changing university and all that, and I think it might have contributed to me being down. But I think there's something else, I think I'm beginning to question myself, and I've realized something, I've come to a turning point in my transition, basically. I had been planning facial feminization surgery for over 2 years, And I had been planning to go full-time for a while, around the same time that I would get FFS. And I'm there now, and I'm beginning to realize, that this is as far as I had planned my transition, basically. I had planned to get FFS and go full-time, and then I have no more plans. I don't know where my transition should go now. I mean, is my transition done, Well, in a sense it is, because I'm on hormones and I haven't really been planning any other surgeries. I don't plan to get SRS for now. I don't plan to get breast implants for now. So, there's nothing else planned about that. I'm just going to keep getting electrolysis, keep taking hormones and weights, and try to socially integrate better. But there's going to be no major other thing. And why is that a problem, you ask? Well, I guess, the thing is, I kind of expected the FFS, I guess, to be kind of magic, Like, I would get FFS and then I would finally feel that I would be a complete woman after that, I guess some people feel that the same way about SRS, and that's kind of the idea I had about FFS. And the thing is, I feel a lot more passable now, and I think I am. But I don't, not all of my anxiety is gone. In fact, I feel like since I've had FFS, I feel perhaps a little bit more gender dysphoria in a sense, because now I'm full-time, and I'm going to school every day, and I'm living as a woman. But before my FFS, I was just living, androgynous, basically, and dressing in women's clothes, but that were very gender neutral. And now I'm dressing more feminine in public, and I'm just seeing all these other girls around me who are all, for the most part very young and very beautiful at school, and I feel like I don't look anything like them, I don't have breasts. I basically have double A, if that. I have relatively big hands, okay, my hands are very feminine for a man, but they're still, big for a woman. I have wide shoulders, a very long torso, big feet. When I go shopping for shoes, it's hard because most stores don't carry size 11, and if they do, they don't carry it in every make of shoes, and it's one of the sizes that sells out first. And all of these things are basically making me feel a bit inadequate. It's like, no matter what, there's some things that I'm never going to be able to change. And now, these things didn't bother me so much when I was just living androgynous, not really trying to pass all the time. But now that I am, I'm just noticing them more, I guess. They're jumping to my face a little bit more, and I'm looking at the other girls and looking at me and feeling, it sucks. It sucks to not be able to change those things, to not be able to do anything about them, to not be able to transform myself further. And so, I guess I'm a perfectionist. I mean, I've gone from being a very, very masculine guy, I feel, to being a transsexual that passes very well, and I think not every transsexual is lucky enough to be able to pass as well as me, obviously. So I'm very lucky in that sense. I've done it. But at the same time, my perfectionist nature makes me feel like, I want more. I want to do better. And there's a limit to how much better I can do. And maybe at some point, I need to accept myself. But I feel like in some areas it's difficult. It's difficult to accept myself as I am. That being said, I think I'm fairly happy these days, I mean, I have been pretty happy about the fact that I pass. I seem to pass so well in public, and it's funny because some people have been saying, oh, your voice is gonna give you away all the time, but it doesn't. It never seems to give me away. But that's just my current dilemma. Where will I take my transition? What am I gonna do? one of the things that's bugging me most, as I mentioned before, is my lack of breasts. I wish I could have cleavage and wear tops that show cleavage, but I don't have enough breasts for that. And I don't really want to get breast implants, and at the same time, my girlfriend has explicitly told me that she hates breast implants so much that she would leave me if I ever got them. So basically I'm looking into my options with hormones. I'm thinking of starting progesterone and seeing if that helps my breast growth. So I'll probably do that soon, maybe next month or the month after, hopefully. And I guess that's it. Obviously I can't just change the size of my feet. I guess I'll just have to shop more and try more to find shoes that fit me. Maybe make a little bit more of an effort to accept myself. But at the same time, maybe I just need a period of adaptation. Maybe I just need to fully adapt myself to my new gender. I know that transsexual women who get SRS, they don't necessarily feel super happy immediately after. It takes them some time to adapt, and they sometimes have a little bit of depression. I think it can be the same for FFS, and but at least I think I've been managing pretty well so far. So that's it for today's video blog. Of course, if you have any comments, feel free to post them. Feel free to make video responses or send me private messages. I intend to make my next video blog a help video blog for transsexual looking to begin transition. But I'm still open for topic suggestions. I received some private messages with suggestions of topics for future video blogs, and some of them I've noted because they sound pretty interesting. Okay, so that's it for today, people. Bye bye.